I wanted to do a couple of tags on my channel. I'm not going to do them all in a row. I'm just going to kind of split them up between now and whenever. But this is kind of one of my first real tags, I guess. No one tagged me. I just wanted to do it. I saw a couple of people doing it the other day. And it is the large family tag. And a lot of people don't consider 3 kids and, you know, husband and wife to be a large family. I think that it's pretty good size. So either way, we're going to do it. So let's jump right in. Okay, and because I film on my phone, I just wrote the questions down so that I wouldn't forget them. And I've got my mango sweet green tea from Sonic, so I think we're good to go. The first question on here is, how many kids do we have? We have 3 kids. I have had 1 miscarriage, but that we didn't even know that we were expecting. So we have 3 kids. The next question is, what's their ages? There are 4, 7, and 11. My youngest is a girl, that's Noah, she's 4, and then my middle child is Anaya, which is 7, and then Isaiah is my oldest, who is 11. And it says, how old were you when I had my first baby? I was 18 years old. And the next question is, were they all planned? Not actually. My son was, obviously, I was 18 when I had him, was a teen pregnancy, and obviously he was not planned, but he was very much wanted and very much loved, and he is what actually grounded me. I feel like the Lord sent him to me, and some people might not think that something like that is a blessing or something that's sent from God, but I believe that it was. I believe that he sent me my son to calm me down and to just kind of ground me out, if that makes any sense to anybody. And the other 2 were planned. After me and my husband got married, about 6 months after I had my first son, he's not his father, biological father, but we got married about 6 months after I had Isaiah, and we were married probably, Isaiah was, I think, around 3 when we got when we were expecting Anaya, and then Anaya turned about 3 when we were expecting Noah. So they're about 2 to 3, all 3 years apart, kind of. Let's see. What is your favorite reaction to the number of kids you have? Don't really have one, because we only have 3 kids. Like I said, a lot of people don't think that that is a large number of kids. We do get asked if we're going to have more, but that's not really that weird. Next question, how do you handle negative comments? We don't really get negative comments, and if we did, we would just kind of brush it off and move on. The only negative comment that we've gotten was basically about our family being blended. My husband technically doesn't have a biological son, and we were asked if we were going to have, you know, another son so that our last name could go on. That was kind of a weird question or whatever, but we kind of, like I said, brushed it off, kept on going. We still love that person, you know, it's no big deal. They were just asking a question. So let's see, cost to feed our family. We go grocery shopping twice a month. My husband gets paid bi-weekly, so I would say I spend around $300 every 2 weeks, so about $600 a month is about what it takes to feed our family of 5 plus a dog. I don't think that's too bad. We eat mostly organic and vegan and as healthy as we can. So I don't really consider that to be too bad. Some people may, but I think that it's pretty okay. Do we plan on having more kids? I would love to adopt, but my husband is just not on board with that right now, and that's perfectly fine. So unless he changes his mind, no, we are not having any more kids. What is our family vehicle? We have a Dodge Grand Caravan. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It's a mom mobile. That's I mean, what can you say? It's a van. Do we eat out? Actually, we eat out all the time. We love to eat out because that allows us to hang out with our friends. And we do quite a bit. It's usually around $40 each time we eat out. We try not to eat out a whole lot, but we usually end up eating out more than we would like to. How much milk do we go through in a week? Maybe a gallon. We drink almond milk, which that's not really a question, but we use it for smoothies and things like that. So maybe a gallon. How many rolls of tissue? I'm not really sure. Maybe 1 to 2 a week. I don't know. What is your favorite go-to meal? I'm sure everybody says this, but our favorite go-to meal is spaghetti with like corn or green beans, and some type of bread, because everybody eats that. Nobody's going to be picky and say they don't want it. It's just something that we all eat. And so instead, like sometimes if I just need something quick and a go-to meal, I'll just throw some spaghetti together because I know that everybody's going to eat that, and it's just not a time to try new, a new recipe or something like that. How do you manage clutter? Well, I feel like we live a minimalistic, if that's a word, lifestyle. We get rid of things that we don't need. We try not to purchase a whole lot of things that we don't necessarily just need. Try not to have doubles of everything. Sharing things that, we could have 2 dollhouses because we have 2 girls, but that would just be senseless. So, we have 1. Next question, do you homeschool, private school, or public school? Well, if you've watched my channel at all, obviously, organized homeschool life. We are homeschooled. We've only been homeschooling for 2 years, but we love it so far. How do you manage the chaos? Like I said in the beginning of the video, 3 kids to some people is not a lot. I don't feel like we have a whole lot of chaos, but there are days where it's actually pretty chaotic. Just not a whole lot, but I would just say, just learn when to say no. A lot of the times, chaos in our little family happens when someone wants to do something and we're telling them, no, you can't do this. I want to paint. No. I want to play Play-Doh. No. Those are things, in my opinion, that we shouldn't say no to. Why not at this time? If I think about the questions my kids are asking, most of the time it's not going to harm anything, and it just takes a little bit of effort on my part to give them what they want or give them the attention that they need at the time, which in my opinion cuts down on some of the chaos. Bored children tend to be more rowdy. If they have something to do, then they're not going to be as chaotic. What do you do with free time? I browse YouTube. And I go thrift shopping. I like to thrift store shop. I like to go to yard sales. That's just my thing. I like to do that. What is my number 1 tip for other families? I would say, I think that's the last question. Yeah. To just enjoy it and enjoy, your children, your family. You never know when things could change. And I know it sounds so cliche, but they're only going to be young once. And I don't want to miss any of that, I don't want to look back and think, well, I could have had time to do this, or I could have made time to do that. So,
Mommy, I don't
speaking
want
of,
to pet the dog. I don't want to pet him, and I won't.
Okay.
Have him for a second.
Okay, tell Naya to share the puppy.
But can we make something out of those little muffin molders?
In a little while.
Okay. Can we make brownies?
I don't know. We'll see. Go on. Go tell Naya to let you pet the dog.
Okay.
That's an example right there. She wants my attention, but I'm doing something. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and get to them. But I hope that you enjoyed this large family tag. If you have any more questions about our family that are sensible that I didn't answer in this tag and you would like to ask me, ask them down below and I will be sure to